Sword of the Morning. Oh yeah, is he? Oh, he is. He did get formidable, and he was knighted. Okay, so on the dawn of his wedding, lads, on the dawn of his wedding, young Varian Dayne is knighted by me, and I'm going to bestow him Dorne. Apparently, why he is wearing that weird-looking cloak, I do not know. The morning's light stretches across the room all the way to where Dorne sits on her stone pedestal. The blade is as pale as the full moon, forged from the heart of a fallen star, covered by the dark, ornate sheath. Her pommel is shaped like the golden sun, glowing in the morning's light. This is where Dorne remains when there is no Sword of the Morning, where she rests in between the bouts of fame and glory. The granting of Dorne to a Dayne worthy of bearing her is an ancient responsibility, which now falls to me. I must select a worthy knight to live up to the standards of our ancestors. Over the last few years, it has come to my attention that Varian has grown into a talented and honourable knight. But are you worthy of becoming the Sword of Morning? Edric never felt that he was better than his uncle. He never felt that he deserved it for one reason or another, whether or not he blamed himself for his father's deaths, or like should have been there, or for whatever reason, Edric never felt like he deserved Dorne. But he does at least live long enough to grant the blade to his grandson. I will bestow Dorne upon him. So, Sir Varian, the Sword of the Morning. And then he gets married. I feel that's rather fitting, to be fair. Oh, good lord, no, you're not wearing that helmet. Why does the game keep giving people terrible helmets to wear? Like, what the shit is that supposed to be? What is that? Why? Why have you done this? Why? Finally, the guest leaves. What an amazing day. Fine job organizing it. He marries, and they live happily ever after, hopefully, and nobody gets immediately murked. Guest of the wedding ceremony, we gain a bunch of prestige and renown. At the age of 79, Edric got to be Sword of the Morning himself, primarily out of his own choice because he didn't believe that he deserved it. That's what I'm going with as the excuse. But really, the game just doesn't let me do it because I didn't have Formidable. But RP-wise, Edric just doubted himself and didn't believe that he deserved it. He wasn't better than his uncle. And he didn't want people to say that he was better than his uncle. But his grandson shows great promise with the sword. And he gets to give Dorne to somebody. A Dayne once again has Dorne. Witness me. You don't have to prove it. We can just forget I said anything. He cut off the duress waves of my hands, room, blah, blah, blah. I whip off my shirt and immediately position myself to lift the immense weight. Oh, crap, he died. Died from his wounds. Oh, and I was just in an argument with him as well, that's sad. Constant companion and confident, and to ripped away from my life feels like a mortal wound from which I shall never recover. My own Gus, a note he gave me, the last note he ever gave me, I realized bitterly, tried to read it, but all I can do is move it away from my face. The precious words contained it, and not washed away from my tears. Ah, and Martell died as well. He was also my friend. He died of old age. Yeah. Is Edric just immortal, or what? So yeah, my eldest granddaughter is betrothed to Valarian. I have set up a bunch of betrothals. Obviously, Varian is married to the Martell girl. Karen is married, or betrothed to the heir to Driftmark. Targaryen loyalists, I feel like that's decent. And one of my daughters is marrying another Valerian. And my youngest granddaughter is betrothed to the heir to Old Town. Obviously, Sir Quentin's married to those dudes. Arthur's married to the Yornwood girl. And Ormond Dayne, named after my best friend, is married to Yornwood as well. Ironwood, sorry. I keep saying Yornwood every time. I will never not that up. Why are we losing a liege war or something? Yeah, they got like 13,000 men over here in the Westerlands, question mark? Why is Dorne helping the Lannisters? Also, the Cadet branch of Goldgate? A Cadet branch is ruling the West. Oh, no, look, the Martells just arrived. Oh, I am actually involved in this fight. I did wonder whether or not we'd get dragged into this and fighting. I guess I am in over there. Fastest plane of the Torrentine. Strike, prior post. Victory. Vanquished foe. Home and chains. Are we winning? Yeah, we are winning. I don't know why we've gone to go help the Lannisters of all people for some reason. Like, why are they allies? I don't even know why they're allies, but they are apparently. It still hurts the fact that I killed my cousin. I killed Beric's son accidentally in a tournament. That is brutal. I have named them Edric after my grandfather. Or Varian has named his kid Edric after his grandfather. And Ilya Dayne and Edric Dayne. I feel like, Edric is probably considered by the family to be one of the greatest swords of mourning, but not a sword of mourning that has ever existed. He should be Sword of Mourning. Let's all just be realistic. He bloody well should be. Obviously, start conquering more of Dorne and stuff, but I don't want to unless I can think of an actual story reason to do that. Speaking of weird story reasons to do things, why does Dorne control bits of the Crownlands? Lord, Risley has taken everything. My dogs are barking in confusion towards all of this. I got a bunch of problems. I guess I'll go kill the dogs quick, and then we'll be right back, I guess. Holy hell, I swear they stopped barking for 2 seconds the moment I sat down and hit the record button. Woof, 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 woof. This is the billionth Amazon parcel to be delivered today kind of vibe. Anyway, Edric's set up many of the alliances, so getting the Velaryons on our side. Continuing our good relations with the Ironwoods. So Edric's little political alliance-making nonsense has essentially set House Dayne up to be allied to quite a lot of people. Our position is extremely secured. I'm still fighting in the Westerlands, by the way. That's what I'm currently up to, is just fighting in the Westerlands. 80 years old, I am actually fighting in wars, apparently. Can I really go to a tournament at, like, 82? I feel like Edric's just gonna stay home with his family in his final years. Yennefer, you eating rocks? I can bloody well hear you. What you got? What you got? Yep, she's eating rocks. I'll be back, for the love of God. Yeah, you'll just hear the crunching sound of rocks being crushed outside of your, like, outside. You're like, yeah, go, the dog's at it again. Do we go to the tourney? We are related to this family, so I feel like we could go to the tourney, but at the same time, I feel like, Edric is stubborn, Lance. He'll go to the tourney. No, he won't. He will die on his way to the tourney. Lord Edric of the Torrentine is dead. He left the world at the age of 83. Jesus Christ. Dying of old age, one of the best fighters of his age, he was unrivaled in hand-to-hand combat. Lord Beric ascends the throne. Fair and just in all things, many hope he will handle any conflicts with grace. I attended 9 great tournaments, 2 feasts, 1 hunt. Hosted 2 grand weddings, a grand tournament. Fought in 6 wars. Paragon of Virtue, Living Legend, Cultural Head. Damn, Edric had a good run though. Like, damn, it was probably the most eventful character that I've ever had, and the longest lasting one that I've ever had as well. Yeah, things are pretty chill. Nothing much going on, to be honest. That's the thing, when I play realistically speaking, you don't end up conquering the world. Or at least not anywhere near as quickly. Oh, my nephew had a kid. Andrew Dayne? It does look like Ironwoods. There's a branch of the family that looks like Ironwoods. Ah, the missus died. Sag, as the kids say. The Danes have really bad luck with women. I've noticed that. It constantly keeps happening. I do think Beric's reign is going to be fairly uninteresting, but we do have the sighting of a legendary thingamajig. We're making progress, tracking the white bear as we are interrupted by a haggard and sleepless woman. Beware the beast! I've been seeking the white bear for many years over the forest. It's vicious, and at first it's only for human flesh. It's the cocaine bear from that one movie, lads. That's why it's white. It's just covered in cocaine. Can I say cocaine on, It's the white powder bear, lads. It's the white powder bear from that one movie. We've tracked it to its den, lads. A bear of any group of bears called its place home. When until nightfall, we almost definitely find our prey. After hours of waiting, scoring, the white bear disappears like a spirit. Son of a bitch. Hunting is a pure joy. Cannot wait for next year. Gathers a disappointed party. Okay, we somehow lost the bear. Yeah, see, Dawnguard still has legendary sighting. So I do have another chance of getting it, I think. The white bear will not elude me, lads. I will find it, and I will mount its head upon my wall. Hey, I have a bastard son. I just have to wait a couple of months, and then I can try my hand at the bear again. There's nothing else going on, really. Like, Dorne is at peace, the realm is at peace, House Dayne has no really particular reason to do anything with. Eh, my paramour is with child again. I would join the grand tournament. I guess I could. No reason not to, right? I have time to go do the tournament and then come back later. He's only got 1 arm, dude. I feel like I have an unfair advantage in this. He's also wasted. 77's best chance, yeah. It's just the same options every time, pretty much. We have really bad luck with archery, lads. Like, the Danes are known for their swordsmanship, but not for their archery, I'll tell you that much. I lost to a dude with 1 arm. How does he even string the bow? My champion, Varian, did not compete. Why not? Why didn't Varian compete? The fuck? You knave! And I smack him in the face. Hey, I got another bastard kid. I'm just popping out bastard kids, pretty much. I mean, my wife died, so I'm now just pretty much banging the, banging my paramour. I have 20 people along for this. There's a bunch of good, decent lords, actually. The beast will be mine. We are making progress tracking the white bear, interrupted by haggard sheepless bitch. Oh, it's her. It's the same woman again, dude. You there! Who the hell are you? Helen, some beautiful girl. Away from the others, I come across a cottage, housing one of the most beautiful people I've ever laid my eyes on. My concubines. You must return to the hunt soon, my lord. I've never met a man like you before. I mean, it slightly decreases it, but at the same time, I feel like Beric's been sleeping around, and it's kind of in his character to probably bang the random chick in the thing. Even if it does dwindle my chances a little bit, we will sleep with a lone woman. As I get ready to leave, the memories of her beautiful face, twisted and passion, lingering in my mind. She strokes the fur we laid out. She watches me. It does not have to be the only night we spend together. She purrs. Can I make her my paramour as well? Can we have more than one paramour, or like is that not a thing? I'm making progress tracking the legendary beast. It tracks me with a completely trend, blah blah blah. Droppings of purest white, like nothing I've ever seen. If the beast itself is white, surely it stands to reason that its droppings are a similar colour. Logic. Big brain logic, lads. Big brain logic. I guess this must be true. Right, yeah, sure, that makes sense. The droppings lead you closer. Holy, it is true. Oh, no, it's escaped again now. I guess following the bird poo that was on the ground did not fill us with confidence. I've avoided anyone in the north in terms of marriages because it's like, yeah, it doesn't really make any sense. The amount of frickin' like fan fictions that I've read, the people marrying Starks to Daynes and shit, it doesn't make any sense. It's halfway across the map. You know how long it takes in like Song of Ice and Fire terms to get from Starfall to Winterfell? I could betroth a Targaryen princess to one of my bastard sons. Weirdly. I get a vastly superior alliance with the Targaryens. I'm not gonna do this because it makes no sense. It would make no sense whatsoever for the Targaryen dude to accept his daughter marrying a Dornish bastard. Like, that's never gonna happen. Honestly, the bastard trait should make it, like, far more difficult to make marriage agreements with them. Because most of Westeros, maybe Dorne can be somewhat of an exception, but most of Westeros is not, especially the Andal areas. Like, the North would maybe be a bit more inclined, and Dorne would be a bit more inclined. But everywhere else is going to look down on marrying a bastard. They just are. But we will keep trying to hunt this goddamn bear. That is my goal for Beric. He will hunt this bear to the ends of the earth. To the ends of the earth! This Martell girl fits the bill pretty well. She is beautiful, so it guarantees beautiful kids. I don't know if I'd do a grand wedding. Like, they're very expensive, and I do not have much coin right now. But she is the daughter of... She's like the cousin of the current ruling Martells. So they're loosely related, but it's cousin incests, which is fine in Westeros. It's fine, lads. I'll do grand wedding, and I'll just try to save some gold for the wedding when it happens. It's a while off. It's a couple of years yet. I'm not married, but I think Beric is just content with his harem of various women at this point. Yeah, he's rather content with his harem of beautiful women. He doesn't really need another wife at this stage. Apparently the Martells have imprisoned my lover for some reason. She's just some lowborn nobody. Why do you care? Why is it important? Like, why do you care that I'm banging her? I guess they don't care that that one's my paramour, but I can't make these ones my paramour for some reason. It literally looks like neither of us. Actually, no. Though Beric's hair is getting grayer in his old age, he is a ginger. I keep forgetting about that. He does have a lot of bastard kids, by the way. Like, my paramour has popped out like 4 sons. I'm becoming the Oberyn Martell of today's age. We're trying in the mountains this time, boys. That's why. That's how we're gonna do this. Get back on your horse. God damn it, you fucking failed again? Seriously, you're gonna be kidding me. You have to be kidding me. How? How have you failed again? Well, I guess we're just waiting again, lads. We're still just... I refuse to give up on this goddamn bear. If it's the last thing I do, I will have its hide. Never would have I thought that a man could have too much passion, yet it seems that life has proven me wrong. Some days I feel as though my spare time is nothing but going to bold adventures in Nymeria. I never noticed the name was in Nymeria, actually. Talking about the 701 with Helen, and walking in the gardens with Daisy. For how long can I keep like this? These women will be the end of me. Do I let her go? I feel like she's given me 4 sons, so she is Edric's favourite. Especially considering how well-dressed she is, and I've made her, I feel like she basically acts as if she is married to me. She basically rules the place. And I can't do the hunt because I'm currently preparing for Martell to arrive. I hope the hell that doesn't screw over the legendary sighting nonsense. He's arrived in Starfall, like, crippled and basically dying, but he has arrived. Visiting Starfall, a party's splendid garb and lofty presentation. I host a luscious feast, fit for a prince, chance to show Torrentine hospitality. Rival Syria burst in for the door. Quite the feast we have here. Shame was wasted on the potent ton of a villainous prince. Jesus Christ. Oh! Gaining a hook on him actually sounds really, really good. If I got a hook on him, I could lower my vassal contributions to Dorne. Or my taxes, actually. My taxes would be cool. I need the cash. I need the cash. I need the gold. So, like, how long does this feast last? Because I desperately want to go hunting. And you are ruining this for me. Thank God they're leaving. I kneel in front of the prince and entire court, demonstrating my submission. I mean, yeah, the Danes are loyal. The prince technically arrested one of my whores for some reason, but, like, yeah, doesn't really matter. I'll submit. I don't mind. I have no reason not to. The Danes are loyal enough. Beric's father was loyal and his father before him. Okay, lads. I barely managed to squeeze together the gold necessary to afford the wedding. But we managed to pull it off. I am trying matchmaking for my granddaughter, Ilya. I'm trying to find her a match at the wedding, so that'll be a thing. Come say the vows, look over to Ilya, gleefully clapping. I'm trying to find her a betrothal. At this moment seems like a perfect opportunity to remind her about the joys of marriage. Aren't they cute? I honestly asked. Edric has become a man, and he's sprouted a beard, lads. That's what happens when you get married. You just suddenly and like spontaneously sprout a beard. There you go, that's more like it. It's giant chin that looks like he's gonna poke someone's eye out, man. Respects of House Martell again. Good lord. It's an easy way to get a lot of renown doing this. Hey, they fell in love at first sight. Does that happen every freaking time, or what? Okay, we're trying the desert this time for some reason, apparently. White bear in desert. You think that'd stand up like a freaking sore thumb, right? Like, it'd be easy to find the bear. Alright, lads. I don't know if it's bugged or not. It goes to like 80% and then I just kind of... Head of the group. Oh lord. Catch up, I found him standing over a man, tucking an arrow at the poor commoner's chest. Wasn't my fault, I swear. Oh, I could kill Jordan right now. Too bad the beast got you too. And we have failed again. Is this even possible? It just gets stuck at 80% and doesn't go anywhere. We fail every time. I'm beginning to think this isn't even possible. We are basically probably putting the hunts on hold for now. I can do it in 17 months, but half of Dorne is rebelling against the Martells and doing a Liberty faction. Has anyone else ever noticed that they only ever seem to do Liberty Wars, like, all the time? And very rarely have I seen anything but a Liberty War. Like, 90% of the time it's just Crown Authority that they're trying to get rid of. But, usually I'd stay out of this kind of thing and not bother, but considering it's half of Dorne in open rebellion, and the odds are pretty split even down the middle. Like, they have 25k, and they have 24k. So actually the Martells are at a slight disadvantage. I feel like from an RP perspective, considering the fact that my son is married to a Martell, and my grandson is also married to a Martell, the Danes are on a bound to go help the Martells in this. Asher and Ashara. Taken after both their parents were beautiful, and they have taken the Dayne look, which is awesome. I do much prefer the Dayne look with the silver hair to everything else. I'm kind of upset with the Martells, because they are wasting my goddamn time. I'm gonna go into massive crippling debt. I should never have joined. Like, is that gonna cost me money to do? It will cost me money to do, won't it? And then I want them to attack me. But I don't think they're going to. I'm just gonna go into continuously crippling debt. Could I win that? That'd be a bit of a tight battle, but like, this debt is terrible. I think that bear is going to escape because I won't be able to afford a hunt. I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to rely on my superior commanders and stuff, and we're going to go for this. Yeah, there we go. See, look. I've got better commanders, and I just have a lot of horsemen that are incredibly badass. Now we're trying to hunt these guys down. I absolutely obliterated the living hell out of those guys. That was a slaughter as well. Like, I genuinely destroyed so many people. My total kills of my armored horsemen. Like, Jesus. It's just they're so expensive. Oh, Veyron lost an eye, man. Veyron lost an eye in that. He killed 124 people, but he lost an eye. That's the thing. Like, we couldn't not go help these guys. There we go. We got the victory. There you go. Victory is won. I will disband my troops and try to crawl my way out of this crippling debt. The Martells owe me big time for this. A vassal tax contribution, get that back up. I just have to, like, crawl my way out of debt now. Honestly, I might have lost my chance to get the bear because of the war. Yeah, it's gone. Damn. Well, yeah, that sucks. The bear is lost, lads, because we had to do all that. He's gonna pay me 100 gold? Sure. That's one way to get out of the debt from the war. Hey, that's nice. Look, I helped the Martells out, and they're now bestowing royal favor upon me. Yes, that's gratitude for you, lads. I like the Martells. They say this is why we help the Martells, because they're good lads. They're good lads. They recognize that we just saved their ass. I suppose that we can at least now stop frickin' worrying about that bear and wasting all our gold on it, and then go back to just spending money on the build. Namely, I want to start building stuff that's gold and like income and stuff, because I need money. Money is something I desperately need. Oberyn Sand comes of age. I am trying to find other illegitimate kids like Ranette Sand of House Beyondwood. Even though she's a bit on the chubby side, Oberyn can marry them. Because it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't make lore or story sense for any other house to really accept marrying a bastard son. But bastards marrying bastards happen all the time. So that's fine. Wait, King Torrent? What? The Kingdom of Dorne. Wait, what? Huh? Why are you calling yourself the King of Dorne? Yeah, I got no clue what the hell's going on with that. Why are the Martells suddenly calling themselves Kings of Dorne? They've never been Kings of Dorne. It's always been Prince. What the fuck are you doing? Edric! No, my boy! You're fucked! How did this happen? How did this happen? How did he suddenly get infected with frickin' gout and bubonic plague? How does he have the bubonic plague? Why? Edric Dayne died. He died of the bubonic plague. The only person in my entire court, for some reason, to get bubonic plague. No. She's got bubonic plague as well. The outbreak of plague has ravaged my court is finally over. Yet the road to recovery is long. We've lost my grandson Eric and many others. At least he gave me at least he had a son before he died. That's a thing.